Despite massive calls for a Genshin Impact boycott after the Lantern Rite Awards controversy, Xianyun and Nahida's banners are the best-selling banners on day one in the history of Genshin Impact. GenshinLab.com, popularly known for keeping records of each banner's sales, reported that the latest banner surpassed the Furina and Baiju's sales from November 2023. Now this is a huge update. It hasn't just surpassed the sales records of 5 or 10 banners, this is the best-selling banner of all time in Genshin Impact on day one. And the craziest thing is, this chart only reflects the sales data in China. And as of February 1st, Xianyun and Nahida's banner has made over $10 million in China alone. Now, I know that this data is not 100% accurate, but if you add the global revenue to that data, I'm sure you would then agree with this. We all know that the Genshin Impact boycott campaign was initiated by Chinese players, later gaining support from some global players. Despite all the drama, criticism, and people saying they wouldn't wish on the 4.4 banners, it resulted in the best-selling banner in Genshin Impact's history. Remember what I mentioned in my previous video. Everything will become clear once the sales data for the first phase banners is released. Well, guess what? It has been released, and those who supported the complete boycott must be scratching their heads right now. To be honest, I foresaw this outcome. I didn't know it would become the best-selling banner of all time, but I knew the entire Chinese community would wish on Xianyun's banner, and of course Nahida's banner. Nahida played a significant role in boosting sales because she's one of the most useful characters in Genshin Impact. Those who lost their 50-50 on her previous banner or wanted her constellations would have wished on her banner as well. Plenty of content creators remained firm in their stand to boycott purchasing in-game currencies of the game in a call for better rewards and event compensation. But it seems that this was only relevant in global markets, and not in China. I'm pretty sure you all know that the most-selling banner in Genshin Impact's history is Yelan and Hutao's Rerun banner, released in version 3.4 during the previous Lantern Rite Festival. So there's no way CN players were going to boycott Xianyun, a Chinese character, who was releasing a week before the Lunar New Year. The protest by CN players was not started because Hoyoverse provides a low amount of rewards, it began due to the less than pleasing manner in which they announced the 3 fates. If they had not said what they said, this wouldn't be happening at all. Look, I understand the point some players are trying to make. Hoyoverse should increase the number of Primo Gems in each update, introduce endgame content, and make quality of life changes. However, they simply won't listen to us. They will do it when they want to, you can't force them at this point. They are just way too huge now, there's no competition. They don't care whether you leave the game or stay. Why? Because they have the CN community with them. As long as Chinese players are spending on Genshin, Hoyoverse will not listen to global players, not now, not ever. They will listen only when a large number of players quit the game, and I don't see that happening. As of now, Genshin Impact has over 70 million active players, and this number will only increase. And even if 1 or 2 million players quit the game, they will not bother. I'm sure you know what happened when Genshin lost over 3 million followers in 2 days in China. What did they do? They bought fake followers, so I hope this answers your questions. The only response from Hoyoverse CN players have received, not players but content creators, is that they have reduced the incentives for content creators from 2.2 million Chinese yuan to 880k. They are now targeting the creators who talk about leaks and stuff. They have also strengthened their security, and have said that any leaked content will be removed within 48 hours. There's no change in rewards, and there will never be any. And this is the last video covering the Genshin drama. I'll only make a new video about it if there's anything important to update you guys with. Before leaving, make sure to smash the like button, hit subscribe and turn on the notifications so you never miss an update.